Let's have a look at our barcode sample job in i2scan. To modify an existing job, you simply select and double click, and you'll see here our sample job that has been scanned or imported and our zones that have been created for our document processing. So you'll see it's a barcode sample, so you'll see that we've scanned a particular document that has a barcode, and you'll note that there are some zones on that page. To have a look at the particular zone, simply move your mouse under the outline of the zone and double click, and that will bring up the zone properties window. You'll see here that our zone type, we specified that it is a barcode, and to speed up the processing we can specify a particular orientation. In this example, you'll see that we haven't specified any particular other information, but just to read a barcode. And there's another zone that's been created here. And this is an example of a list of values, so we've specified that zone as a document type. It's a list of values, and you'll see that we've got particular things or categories that we need to select from when we're processing these barcoded documents. To enter additional information on a list of values, we simply type them in, hit the plus button, and they'll be added to our list. Let's just say we might have an external system of information that we want to bring in to profile against our documents. You can also import a CSV file, which is just a list of values, and you see in fact we'll support 2 columns of text, the value, but also a description that might help the operator when they're processing the documents. You'll see that we've made this a mandatory field, that is that it must be completed before exporting the batch, and we specify that this zone is going to be zoomed in when the operator's validating the information. Let's click OK. At any time, of course, creating a zone is as easy as clicking on the Add Zone button, drawing your zone, and this will bring up the zone properties again for you to configure. If you have a look at the other sample jobs in i2scan, you'll see how other features of i2scan can be configured in your document processing. We click on the Properties button now. This is where we would name our job, specify an ISIS compliant scanner if we've got one. In this case, you'll see we're using the importer driver, which is merely watching a particular folder. Under the Capture tab, you'll see that we're using document separation by that barcode on the first page. We can use such separation as by number, printing a separation sheet if we wanted to, and putting those in between our documents, using the barcode, or we can in fact separate by unique OCR. But once again, as this is a barcode example, we've used the barcode value, and we've specified here to ignore that value, so it could be either a constant or a variable barcode on each of our documents, which is going to be the case here. We've got our range of image filters to clean up our documents if we wish. And under our export settings, you can see we're only exporting the images. We're not going to be outputting any of the information into a database of any sort at this point. If we hit the Configure button, this is where we bring up the export folder of where our images are going to be located. So it's our barcode job output. And you'll see here we're also going to create a subfolder based on the document type, which was part of our list values. The image file, in this case, is going to be a TIFF. We're going to build a file name from some of our zones, which is the separator barcode value, using an underscore, and the next thing's going to be the actual document type. Changing the list of information that's going to make up our file name is as easy as selecting it and moving up and down and ticking the box. When we're done, we click OK and OK and close our job. Now let's run our barcode sample job. So let's hit Scan, select the job, and hit Start. You'll see our barcode sample documents being brought in, being separated by that barcode on the first page of each document. It's prompting us here if we wanted to add more pages to our batch. We'll hit Stop. And let's process our batch. So you'll see here that's our barcode region, and it's read that barcode separator. And you notice that it's vertical, but that number's correct. It supports the tab key and enter keys. We'll just click OK with our mouse. And you'll see here it's come up with the next zone, which is our document type. And you'll see this is a fringe benefit document, so let's select that and click OK. And we're into document 2 now. So you'll see at any stage we can expand and contract document thumbnails here. But you'll also see as I'm progressing through my documents that these icons will change to a green circle to show that an operator has validated that information. We can also navigate by using the arrow buttons here for our next and previous zones, our next document, and if we haven't split a document correctly, we can manually split it on the fly. We can reject a page, a whole document, or the entire batch if we want to redo them. And if we wish, we can even reassign a particular document to a different job on the fly. Let's just process our documents now, our barcode examples. So the next one is a fringe benefit form. So our next barcode. It's a BAS form. Superannuation. This is a deduction. And by the way, just by selecting the first letter of the item in our list box, we'll scroll straight down to it. We'll see now that the processing of this batch is now complete. And would you like to export and close this batch? Yep, we're happy with our validation. We'll select yes. We're exporting our batch. Now let's have a look at our barcoding job output. So if we go to the output directory, and you'll see this has been specified as part of the actual job setup. And you'll see there's our barcode job output. And you see as part of processing that particular job, subdirectories were created if they didn't already exist based on the document category or document type. And a TIFF file was created based on the barcode value with an underscore and the document type forming the actual file name itself. So you can see this is a very easy way to create document directories and subdirectories on the fly. If you've got further questions, you're welcome to use the help within i2scan or visit our website i2scan.com.au.